I don't know if you saw this or not, maybe not, but Tom Brady announced that he is launching an NFT platform called Autograph, appropriately enough. Now, what the hell is that? What kind of fugazi nonsense is the NFT platform Autograph? Well, I'll give you the thumbnail description of this. According to a representative from Tom Brady, the new company, which has attached itself to Tom Brady, will bring together some of the biggest names in sports, entertainment, fashion, and pop culture to work with creators to develop unique digital collectibles. This according to one of Tom Brady's mouthpieces. So let us discuss the question. Very simple. Where are you on Tom Brady getting into the NFT business, the non-fungible token business? So I have my take on this. You've got the grifter, greater fool, and lined up. And we will combine all of these things together, and we're going to make banana cream pie, the king of all pies. If you've never had a banana cream pie made properly, you're missing out in life. You're absolutely missing out. So to lead off, Tom Brady knows a thing or two about easy money. All right, that's not a criticism of Tom Brady. We're just calling it as we see it. Tom Brady realizes that he has an army of sycophants who he can take advantage of. They're easy marks. It's a street hustle, but you've got a built-in audience of customers. It's like being down on the boardwalk and you're trying to sell the snake oil, but the people want to buy the snake oil. It's a legal version of three-card Monte. Is what it is. Now, the latest move here into the NFT world is on brand for TB12. He's made some money doing his side hustle, but Brady, over the years, this is something that was very important to him with the Patriots. It's continued in Tampa Bay. He has hawked all kinds of mumbo-jumbo, including therapeutic pajamas, vibrating foam rollers, and overpriced cookbooks, knowing that the hardcore Brady forever crowd will open their wallets and gladly, with a smile on their face, spend their cash. Now, hey, to each their own. If you're a Tom Brady fan and you've bought some of that stuff, maybe you like it, maybe it's good, good for you. I just shake my head. I shake my head at a lot of that stuff. Tom Brady is not only a star NFL player, though. He has proven, based on some of the crapola that he has put on the market and been able to sell, a very talented grifter. Small-scale swindling. Small-scale swindling. Now, furthermore, I have done my research on NFTs, and I have determined it is not for me. Now, maybe it's for you, and I have a colleague of mine that has purchased some of these, and I have some friends that think I'm an idiot and that I'm yet again proving my naivete. And much like I was not in on Bitcoin when famous story, I had a cousin through marriage that wanted me to get in on Bitcoin when they were like $100 each and was going to get me a couple Bitcoin. If I had just gotten 2 Bitcoin, I'd have over $100,000 right now. But as a skeptic, as far as these NFTs, I've examined the marketplace. I've looked at both sides, and I believe this is similar to a Ponzi scheme. All right, similar to a Ponzi scheme. Now, let me explain this to you like you're 5 years old. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, in layman's terms, I try to keep things simple because I'm a simple person. In layman's terms, these are pieces of digital content that are linked to what's known as the blockchain. Now, the digital ledger system, it's cryptocurrency. It's the sports memorabilia version of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, very popular. This is being marketed as the Bitcoin version of memorabilia. It's why people like Tom Brady are getting involved in this, and Tom is on the list. He's got to take a number at the deli counter because there's so many people here in the celebrity world that are trying to get involved in this. But we have a lot of short-term hype. It's been immense. If you pay attention even casually to these stories, it has been everywhere. My question is the long-term viability. Now, you can get in, and I would certainly tell you if you've got a lot of money, you can buy some NFTs, and you'll probably make your money back. Why? Well, because it's hot right now. People are very excited about it. They're into it. They're spending their money. And there's apparently a ton of people that have a lot of disposable income, even though we've had a global pandemic. I don't know how that is. I don't have a lot of extra money, but apparently people are doing better than I am. Who knew? But my main reason for being a skeptic with the NFT is the people I know who collect memorabilia, and I have some friends of mine that are really into it. Right, and they, bats and jerseys and batting helmets, and they've got like really awesome collections, mostly of baseball. I have a few that collect football stuff, but a lot of people that love baseball in my circle. But the people I know that are into this, and maybe you're different, but they really love to put those items on display. And I have one friend of mine's got those, those glass cases where you can, it's like temperature control. Like yes, those are expensive. You got to spend a lot of money on that. But you display your autographed jersey, and then other people like to hold the baseball bat. Don't keep it behind glass, but you want to hold it and touch it and all that. It's impossible with an NFT. By the very definition of this, while cryptocurrencies are fungible, meaning that you can trade one Bitcoin for another, these things only exist in the digital world, and each NFT is unique. This thing, blockchain, allows people that buy this, and obviously the people that sell it, to verify the authenticity of ownership. What it does is it creates the myth of scarcity, but again, it's only in the online world. You can't say, hey, I spent $1 million on this amazing Tom Brady NFT, and come look at it. You cannot do it, and you don't own, and this is the key problem with this, you don't own the intellectual property. Like, the NBA is grifting with this stuff, and they're involved in it, and they're selling basketball highlights. I would think if you bought a basketball highlight, like a famous basketball dunk from LeBron James or somebody like that, if you own the rights, and every time ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC, or any of the hundreds of television stations played that clip, you got 1 cent or 2 cents or 5 cents because you took ownership of it. Boy, that would be something. But outside of the ecosystem where this non-fungible token resides, it's meaningless. You can look at NFTs out there. You can copy them. All you have to do is you click that right-click button and you save the file. It's not that hard. And also, multiple NFTs, multiple non-fungible tokens can be produced and sold in association with the same highlight or the same item. A lot of musicians are getting in on this, and there's people getting upset because the same product is being repackaged and reworked, and it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? The fact that these are selling large and in charge is a testimonial to what's known as the greater fool theory. And the advocates of the greater fool theory state that the NFTs, the reason they're valuable and they're overvalued by the market is they have no intrinsic value. The only reason that investors are putting their money into these NFTs is because they can make a quick profit. Right? You always try to find the dumb money. And if you can find the dumb money, you can make a lot of money. And this is because there will always be someone, the greater fool theory, bigger or a greater fool who is willing to pay a higher price. Now, eventually that comes to an end. The music stops, and then you've got a problem. Now, the last thing here, as for Tom Brady, he and his business associates, and there's some big names in business, I'd never heard of these people, but they have impressive resumes, who are working with Tom Brady on this particular project, and Brady must have been bug-eyed when they came to him, and he saw what was going on with these NFTs. He's like, hey, I want a piece of the pie. And so now he's going to recruit a bunch of aristocrats from sports and entertainment, and I imagine modeling as well, to get in on the hustle. And they will be lined up around the virtual building with bags to get that cash. Put that cash in the bag. It's a cash grab. Get that dumb money, as they call it on Wall Street, right? And listen, it's not Brady's fault that this is an easy game to play and you can, cash in. And I'd probably do the same thing if I believed I could sell one of these things for a lot of money. Brady will be sleeping like a baby while exploiting the low information fans who are just buying up these NFTs thinking they're going to make a killing on it. And good luck. In sports gambling, they call it the square. Right? The casino loves the square gambler because that's the average unsophisticated, undiscerning customer. And the NFT world, these celebrities, not just Brady, but a lot of people in the music world are taking advantage of that. And, they don't rob you as much as they trick you into robbing yourself. Right? They're like, hey, they convince you this is the way to go. Yeah, we're going to make a lot of money on this. And then you end up holding the bag.